Hey, ARESxGOD here, and it's time to talk about Spy Family or Anya's grand plan, all according to plan. This was such a joy of an episode, just very focused on Anya, everything she has done so far. Also, the serious moment that kind of made me like her even more. So, again, Anya must be protected. This was such an important episode just for the series and especially for Anya, and I can't wait for next week. Things are looking very interesting, especially with the setup from this episode. So let's get into it and talk about it. Now, after last week's super fun episode, we had a bit more serious but also fun things with this one. We see her at home watching her favorite anime, and on the other side, I like how Lloyd was having an existential crisis a bit there, looking at all of the tests that Anya failed in school. She didn't want to study. She was crying. She's so cute how much she dodges testing over there. And I like the dynamic between Yor and Lloyd, how they handle the parenting. He's a bit more strict. You're also kind of the good parent, so to say, kind of trying to cheer her up, trying to give her new ways to learn, trying to use the anime also, and she went instantly with her bullet count. Now, Anya also has the powers as well, not to read minds. She starts saying that the reason why she failed the test is because she misread the minds of everybody at school, but she wants to focus more on it, see what student is good at this thing, what other student is good at the other one. So she makes up the first part of her plan, so to say, to use her powers much better. And slowly, we see her just building up throughout this episode. And towards the end of the episode, we have her grand plan, and we'll get to that. Now, like I said, Lloyd also has to deal with a lot of things, pressure on him, the time, the mission. Even thought about switching the test, but he made a really good point there, which I like how they're explaining. Yes, he's a spy, he can do a great many deal of things, but he also has his limitations. He takes into consideration a lot of things, and if she suddenly gets better results in a test, would become very suspicious. So far she has failed everything, and her just getting immediate great results would create more problems than it would solve. Now, Anya's powers also cause her a lot of worry, overthinking of what she hears. She doesn't have every time the full context. She hears snippets of information from that and kind of assumes everything from that point on. Even though in this case, Lloyd had a point saying that her friends might alienate her for various reasons, the test, everything that has been going on. This gives her more motivation and also worry at the same time. Even Lloyd saying she needs proper motivations, and there are also other ways to get those Stellar Stars. Now, besides Lloyd being very focused on his mission, I like how he handles Anya in general, taking his time, stepping back from things that don't work, and again the dynamic with him and Yor, and he starts trying different things. Art, the drawing, she drew a cow, but yeah, sure. Lloyd didn't know that was a cow, but I can't blame him there. The music, that violin or cello, whatever it was crying in pain. And my suffering. Anya, don't let her anywhere near musical instruments. At sports also, she fell, she even tripped and started crying. Now, this also put a lot of pressure on her, because the more things she tried, the more useless she felt. But I like that Lloyd didn't took her out on her, even though he wanted. He stopped himself, taken a step back. Let's slow down. There's no reason to rush, even though the mission still has to come in top priority. I like this quite a lot. A lot of parents could learn from something like this. Give your kid time, which I gotta appreciate from Lloyd and Yor also. They're doing an amazing job, even though they're fake parents. They're super good at it without even realizing. Now we see the pressure that Lloyd also is this 4 months time that kind of has to get a Stella from his organization. Now Anya overhears this, saying she's gonna do her best, but she trips over the cords. She was jumping because of your and the face she had there, even when Lloyd suggested, let's go out tomorrow excursion, but first take the rope off of me. And the faces, the reactions, the switches she has from scene to scene. Anne is such a great character, and they're doing an amazing job with the series now. So the other ways that Lloyd mentioned to get a Stella card besides school results, their social contribution for them. And in this case, he wanted to volunteer the Forger family, or him and Anya felt like a hospital there, but it was a lot more than that, like a recuperation resort or something. Literally had everything: libraries, pool, doctors, just a lot of things were in that facility. Also, you can save people, catch criminals. So basically, being above and beyond a good citizen, you can get a Stella card from the school. But again, Anya repeating the same results as at home, cleaning the change room, that didn't really work out. But she instantly took a liking to the pool, and we'll get to that. She broke a vase also, organizing the library. I feel like she was one of us again. Anya is 100% a weeb. No way around that. They were supposed to organize things, but she just made her own nice corner fortress there of books and started reading manga. I love you. That was such a cool scene they had there. Back, try to have her help with food, or she drops the food. She's very clumsy, but in a really cute, innocent way, and I like her even though she's really clumsy. Now, the most out of nowhere thing she said after everything she failed was like, I want to be the person who hands the knife to Doctor. She just ran out. Of course she does. Why wouldn't she dare? But unfortunately, she runs into the head nurse, or I don't know who that lady was, but she was more than frustrated with everything that happened next to them, sends them home. But this is where things change a bit. We see a kid with, I think that was his mother, going in for a rehab at the pool. He was a bit, I'm lacking a term for him, kind of frustrated, but inside him, with everything that he has been going on, he didn't have the motivation also to do anything. Bit similar with Anya, but not quite the same. Now, his mother goes in to change her clothes, and she goes to check the water, see if it's hot or cold, the water being cold, but he also trips and falls down into the pool, which I was like, okay, they're really going there. They're showing this kid actually falling in the pool and almost dying. Now, this is where Anya just instantly shines. Now, we had a lot of fun shenanigans happening in this episode, especially the start of the episode and even after this at school. But this was probably my favorite moment in the series. We see how much caring of a person Anya is, willing to do anything and everything to save that kid, because she actually overheard or sensed the cries for help from the kid, and even told Lloyd directly, straight up, hey, someone is drowning in the pool. And even he was shocked, hey, how do you know this, what's happening here? Now, she still hesitated telling him the full truth, and I really can't wait for that moment to come when, I know I keep saying this probably every video, when we're gonna have Anya being able to be honest with somebody about her powers, Lloyd and Yor being honest with themselves about everything they do. They're gonna become a family. My dream for the series is that Lloyd and Yor fall in love, of course, but they also decide to protect Anya, because I'm sure a lot of people are gonna be after Anya if or when her powers become public. We still don't know her history, who exactly did those experiments, but this is just me going way into the future. And again, how much it cared for her. They're saying Anya sucks at work, but I will become a swimmer, and she just runs off instantly to the pool. She still wasn't able to tell Lloyd the exact reason, but she still got him there. Now she goes in, draws everyone's attention into the pool. I feel like she handled that quite well. But the thing that surprised me a bit, I thought she was gonna, hey, pointing, hey, somebody's joining there, pointing or leading them there, but without hesitation, she just jumped in after the kid, risking her life directly there. She almost drowned herself. She couldn't reach the kid. It was way too much for her. She's still a kid also at the same time, but thankfully Lloyd coming in and saves both of them just in time. We knew Anya wasn't gonna die, but still for her to do that was quite something, and made me like her even more. I don't know if that's possible, but she's such an awesome character. Now, I'm not an expert on drownings, but I think Lloyd was correct, or this is probably very true also in real life. Apparently kids don't really make sounds when they're drowning, so that's why nobody really heard them. I feel like a perfect storm there, how that happened. Everybody was doing something else. He fell into the water. His mother was in a different room. She came out, was looking for him everywhere. He was nowhere to be found. No screams. Things like this 100% can happen, and we even see it here. But thanks to that, Anya, directly and indirectly at the same time with Lloyd, she saved a life, that kid's life. I don't know if we're gonna see him ever again, but both him and his parents are very grateful, and because of that, she gets a star for saving a life. The first one to get it. Even Damien was a bit jealous. She got it before him. Now, again, what I liked, I think this was probably one of the first, if not the first moment that Anya was happy that her power was useful to save somebody. That moment when both Lloyd and Yor were very proud of her there, and even Lloyd thinking to himself, he got a star, I'm proud of that, but I'm kind of have the same feelings as when I stopped a terrorist attack. That feeling of being proud. They're becoming more and more her parents, but Yor is never gonna win because she wanted to cook something for Anya, and Anya instantly, but I want father's cooking. I'm sorry, Yor, I love you, but Anya is probably correct. We don't need Yor to touch anything cooking related, but poor Yor at the same time. Now, after that, Lloyd has a meeting with his handler. They have to be a lot more careful with their meetings, and it seems things are accelerating with Desmond. Money are moving around, so something is coming, or something happened, or is going to happen, so they have to accelerate a bit things to get in contact faster with him. Now, this is where it 100% went to her head. Smug Anya, like super smug. At school she got a reputation, everybody was talking about her, even Becky was super happy for her. But yeah, she got a big head, to say the least, wanting to be called Starlight Anya by Becky and refusing to do anything unless she was called Starlight Anya. Okay, I see you. Oh, my bad, Starlight Anya. So it went to her head, and Becky even told her, you will make 100 friends. And this is where her imagination starting a bit going wild, a bit even thinking that Damon is is gonna be her friend now. But Damien instantly smashes that reality, bringing her down a peg, to say the least. Now again, wanting to be called the Starlight Anya, refusing to go with Becky. So yeah, we have smug, way overboard smug Anya, but because of that, also because of jealousy, the other kids also started talking about her. She started going in the different direction that she wanted to. They were annoyed. They started making up things, saying they paid for the star. It was a fake star. She cheated and things like that. But Damien correcting them, especially those two girls, saying, "Do you think our school is this shitty?" I'm paraphrasing a bit. We have a reputation. If you don't like our school and they don't make mistakes, go transfer somewhere else. But he was also frustrated at the same time because while he knew that star was genuine, he also didn't get it, and that bothered him a lot more that she got it. She got it first. Now we have again a moment with Becky telling Anya, "What do you want for your reward?" It's usually when you do something or good in school, you get a reward. Now Becky, of course, she got multitude of rewards. Anya, I like how simple she wanted things. She just wants peanuts instantly, but no. Now she swaps her wish, so to say, wanting a castle, but that went to the other extreme, wanting something way too big, too much. And she settled for a year worth of peanuts. Now, she gets an idea from Becky because Becky saying she likes her dog Weasel, where like that was her best present or reward she ever got. And Anya instantly asks Damon that was just passing by there, "Hey, second son." I love how she just calls him second son and not Damon. I know that sounds. I like that quite a lot. I don't know why, but I just like how she calls him that. Kind of a bit of indifference, so to say, to him. Hey, second son. Do you have a dog? Now we see that Damien indeed has a dog, Max. He actually likes him quite a lot, but he pretends not to know, not really give an answer to Anya out of frustration. Now this is where the grand plan I mentioned comes into motion. Her imagination going wild again. She wants to use a dog to get a dog for her reward and connect with them and for the mission for everything. Now back home, she tells both Lloyd and Yor, and this is where they feel like actual parents. Yor giving her the talk. Raising an animal, it's a lot of responsibility. It's not just a toy. Telling her everything she needed to hear, but also at the same time both of their minds going wild. Lloyd wanted a big dog for security. And Anya was overhearing these reactions, was just priceless there in the room. And Yor thought that the dog was gonna beat Anya to bite Anya to death. And her, they're innocent and scared. Anya wants a cute dog. A small one, please, please. But you're still snuck one of those thoughts in a dog just jumping with a knife at Anya's neck. Yor can never stop there. Now her plan, I don't know, is it gonna work? We'll have to see, because we have a bit of a preview or things to come with the next episode, a different scene. These scumbags, I know what to call them. They had this big dog kennel. They're treating the dogs very poorly. Apparently somebody wanted to use the dogs as weapons. Now they showcased a bit one of these dogs. Felt it's probably gonna become Anya's dog. But I was really curious, did that dog have a vision or a memory of the Forger family? Was just a quick scene there, a blurry, grainy, of all three extending their hands towards him, I'm gonna assume. Is he some sort of precog dogs? Is he related to the experiments that were done on Anya? I don't know, that scene really got me thinking about this dog. He's probably gonna end up with Anya. But now I'm even more curious about this dog and that scene, which was not really explained, so to say. Hopefully next episode we're gonna find out a lot more about this dog. But yeah, overall this episode was amazing. Anya just, she is the show. She really is the show of Spy Family. Amazing. I can't wait more for more episodes. I'm having so much fun with the series. Last episode was just a pure homage to a lot of series, just overall fun. This one had fun moments, quite a lot of them, but also very serious moments, especially with Anya's insecurities, and even with those, how far she was willing to go to save a life without hesitation. More things to come. I can't wait. Now I'm curious what you guys thought about the episode, especially about Anya's grand plan. Do you think it's gonna work? And her moment of trying to save somebody's life. Let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot. You guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So keep enjoying Spy Family. I'll see you again in the next one. Bye bye.